Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Chem Origin. This is Dr. Satish. Students, in this carbon family second module video, I did the topics anomalous behavior of carbon. Carbon why behaves differently when compared with the other fourth A group elements. Silicon, germanium, tin and lead. That concept is explained this in video module, and the next concept covered in this video module is the allotropes of carbon. Carbon can exist in different allotropes. So these are the two concepts I discussed in this video module. Now we start our class. Anomalous behavior of carbon. Students, carbon in fourth A group elements, it shows an anomalous behavior or abnormal behavior. This is because of the reason is that carbon is a smaller size atom because its atomic number is 6 and it is very smaller size atom. Because of its small size, it has high electronegativity because the orbitals around the nucleus is very close to the nucleus, and the nucleus has a more attraction on the electrons which are present in the orbitals. And similarly, because of its small size, it has higher ionization energy or higher ionization enthalpy. Because carbon is a smaller size atom, therefore it has very high ionization energy or higher ionization enthalpy. Because of smaller size, the removal of electron from a valency shell is very difficult because nucleus has a more attraction on the valence electrons, so it not easily gives its valency electrons. Therefore, in order to remove electron from a carbon atom, we supply higher ionization energy. And also there are no vacant d orbitals. No vacant d orbitals are present in the carbon atom. So these are the reasons. That's why carbon can exhibit abnormal properties or anomalous properties when compared with the elements of other elements present in the fourth A group. So one by one we can see in detail. Students, carbon's electronic configuration is valence 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. In the valency shell, it has 2s2, 2p2 configuration. In its valency shell, carbon configuration is 2s2, 2p2. But other fourth A group elements case, the valency configuration is ns2, np2, nd0. So vacant d orbitals are present in other elements of a fourth A group when compared with carbon. So carbon does not have a vacant d orbitals in its valency shell. So this is one of the reason carbon can show an anomalous properties. And the second reason is that carbon does not show any time +4 oxidation state. Carbon does not exhibits +4 oxidation state. But this carbon can stabilize it by forming 4 single covalent bonds or multiple covalent bonds with another carbon atom or atom of other elements to reach nearest inert gas configuration or to achieve octet configuration. So students, carbon can achieve its octet configuration by forming a 4 single covalent bonds or multiple covalent bonds. Multiple covalent bonds means C double bond C, double bond, or C triple bond C, C double bond O, C triple bond N. Students, in first sem we already know C double bond C, it is an alkene. The hybridization of carbon is sp2, sp2. This is a C triple bond C. See, this is a carbon atom and this is also another carbon atom. Between two carbon atom there is a 3 bonds are present. So in this manner multiple covalent bonds are formed in between the carbon atoms. So this type of possibility is not takes place in case of other fourth A group elements, that equals to silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Carbon not only with the same other carbon atom, it also forms covalent bond with atoms of other elements. For example, in case of carbonyl compounds, carbon forms a C double bond O. Carbon forms a double bond with oxygen. And similarly, carbon has a possibility to form a triple bond with nitrogen. C triple bond N, C double bond O, C triple bond C, C double bond C. So students, you are very familiar with the hybridization concept. Here carbon hybridization is sp2. In C triple bond C, carbon hybridization is sp. In C double bond O, hybridization of carbon is sp2. In C triple bond N, hybridization of carbon is sp. So in this manner, carbon has a ability to form single covalent bonds or multiple covalent bonds with the same other carbon atom or with the atom of other elements. But the remaining fourth A group elements does not, this type of possibility is does not possible. That's why those compared to the fourth A group elements, carbon can exhibit a anomalous behavior. Next anomalous behavior is anions of carbon are known. Carbon can form anions. So that's why these carbon anions are known as a carbanions. Carbanions. For example, you can see calcium carbide, CaC2, CaC2, calcium carbide. In calcium carbide, it exists as a C2, C2 minus ion, C2 minus ion. Students, we know the oxidation number of calcium is +2. Here each carbon is having -1 oxidation state. Therefore, carbon can exist in the form of anions. Anions. Similarly, another reason is that carbon has a maximum coordination number is 4. Means carbon can form maximum, one carbon atom can form maximum 4 bonds only. But the other 4 elements in the fourth A group, those are silicon, germanium, tin and lead has a ability to form maximum 6 bonds. 6 bonds. So these elements can exhibit maximum 6 covalency, but carbon does not extend its covalency more than 4 because of absence of vacant d orbitals in the carbon atom. And the next reason is that carbon has a higher catenation capacity when compared with the other elements present in the fourth A group. When compared to silicon, germanium, tin and lead, carbon has high catenation capacity. Means the catenation capacity, catenation means the property of an element forms a chains with identical atoms. A long chain formation is possible. This type of property is known as a catenation. See, students can form, carbon can form in this manner a long chained possibility is with carbon atom. Carbon can form this type of other carbon atoms in a long chain manner. But the other elements in the fourth A group like silicon, germanium, tin and lead does not form in this type of long chain structures. Only carbon has this ability. Therefore, carbon has a high catenation capacity and this catenation capacity is decreases down the group. From top to bottom in a group, catenation capacity decreases because already we discussed in the physical properties of carbon atom, electronegativity of carbon is higher than the other elements in the fourth A group. Due to its higher electronegativity, carbon can form a strong bond with the other carbon atoms. So that's why it forms a long chain structures. When you going down the group, this catenation capacity decreases. Lead has a no catenation capacity. It does not form these other fourth A group elements, silicon, germanium, tin and lead does not has a ability to form a double bond with other identical atom. Okay, students. So carbon has a one great catenation tendency. So carbon has a one noble property, that is catenation. Catenation capacity is higher for carbon when compared with the other fourth A group elements. So this is also one of the reason carbon can show an anomalous behavior. Anomalous behavior. The hydrates of carbon are very stable. Another reason for the anomalous behavior of carbon is the hydrates of carbon are very stable. Students, hydrates of carbon are also already we are very known. We are very well known. For example, hydrocarbons. Hydrates of carbon is known as a hydrocarbons. For example, methane, CH4, methane, C2H6, ethane, C3H8, propane. So, in this manner, the hydrocarbons, so the hydrates of carbon are highly stable, which are exist naturally. And also we can prepare these one. But the hydrates of other elements present in the fourth A group, that equals to silicon, germanium, tin and lead hydrates are highly unstable. Next reason is that CO2, dioxide of carbon, CO2, carbon dioxide is in a gaseous state. But the dioxides of other fourth A group elements, silicon, germanium, tin and lead are as a solids. See students how beautiful it is. The same element in the same group, carbon is present in the fourth A group. The other fourth A group elements, silicon, germanium, tin and lead have same valency configuration. All are present in the fourth A group, but dioxide of carbon is a gaseous state, but the dioxides of other elements are in solid state. Therefore, the physical state also variation is observed in case of dioxides. So this is one of the reason the anomalous behavior of carbon. And next one is CF4, carbon tetrafluoride is a very stable halide compound and it is highly unreactive. So it does not react with other compounds. And similarly CCl4, carbon tetrachloride do not undergo hydrolysis. Already this point we clearly discussed in the chemical properties of fourth A group elements. So there we clearly explained. There we can take a silicon tetrachloride SiCl4 as an example. SiCl4 reacts with water to form silicic acid SiOH4. Silicic acid. In silicon tetrachloride, the four chlorine atoms are replaced by 4 OH groups of water molecule. Therefore, students have chlorides of carbon or does not undergo hydrolysis, whereas the tetrachlorides of other elements are easily hydrolyzed. Easily hydrolysis. So we already checked the same example we discussed in the chemical properties of fourth A group elements. Next, graphite-like structures is possible only for carbon. Students, we know carbon has high catenation capacity. It can form single covalent bonds, 4 single covalent bonds, or it form multiple covalent bonds, C double bond C, C triple bond C. So these are the reason carbon can exist in more than one form. Those are known as a allotropes. Allotropes of carbon. Carbon can available in different forms. So those are known as a allotropes. So graphite is one of the allotrope of carbon. Graphite is a soft substance. So graphite like a soft substance structures are possible for only carbon atom. But the other elements in the fourth A group, silicon, germanium, tin and lead have does not possible to form a graphite like structures, means soft type structures it does not form. It forms a hard type of substance like diamond. Diamond is also another allotrope of carbon. So diamond like hard substances can be formed by other elements of the fourth A group, but carbon has a ability to form a soft structure like graphite. And next one, the hydrates of carbon are thermally very stable. Students, hydrocarbons are thermally very stable. This is because of the electronegativity. Students, here En means electronegativity. electronegativity. Already we discussed carbon has higher electronegative than other elements in the fourth A group, and also the size is somewhat related to each other. In case of hydrocarbons, hydrogen and carbon, the sizes is atomic sizes are not much different, and also the electronegativity difference is also very small. Therefore carbon can form a stable hydrates. That's why hydrocarbons are stable. But the other elements in the fourth A group, that equals to silicon, germanium, tin and lead, can form hydrates, but those are highly unstable because of the difference in their electronegativity with hydrogen atom. Compared with the fourth A group elements, silicon, germanium, tin and lead, hydrogen electronegativity is highly different, and also hydrogen is smaller atomic size. As move down the group from carbon to lead, atomic size increases. So already we know smaller size atom stabilized by smaller size atom only. Smaller size cation stabilized by smaller size anion. Bigger size cation or bigger size atom stabilized by another bigger size atom. So that is the reason the hydrates of carbon are thermally very stable. So students, these are the some of the reasons carbon can show an anomalous behavior when compared with the other elements present in the fourth A group. Next concept is allotropic forms of carbon. Allotropic forms of carbon. Students, already in the previous slide I explained carbon has a high catenation capacity. It can form four single covalent bonds, and it form a multiple covalent bonds with the identical carbon atom. So due to this reason carbon can exist in more than one form. So these are known as a allotropic forms of carbon. So the definition of allotropy is like this: the phenomenon of the existence of an element in different physical forms. The phenomenon of the existence of an element. For example, here the element is carbon in different physical forms, but having similar chemical characteristics. Different physical forms having similar chemical characteristics, those types of elements can exist in different forms is known as a allotropy. Allotropy. Carbon can exist in more than one different form. Those are known as allotropes or allotropic modifications of carbon. Students, in our this fourth A group elements video module, the caption picture, do you observe or not, I don't know. There I clearly mentioned, I show there a diamond structure. There a Buckminster Fuller structure is also I showed there. Coal, coke, and also soot also I showed there. Means that black color dust. So all these are the allotropes of carbon which are I showed there in the YouTube caption picture. So if possible, you can once see the picture before playing the video. In the allotropic forms of carbon are generally divided into three categories. The allotropes of carbon are generally divided into three categories. First one is crystalline form, second one amorphous form, third one fullerenes. Crystalline form, amorphous form, and the new one is fullerenes. We can see in detail one by one. The examples for crystalline form allotropes of carbon are, we are very well known in our high school studies, we are very familiar with this diamond, structure of diamond and structure of graphite. Diamond and graphite are the crystalline form of carbon. Next, in amorphous form of allotropes, coal, bogu, coke, charcoal, gas carbon, petroleum coke, etc. These are the amorphous types of carbon. So different physical form. And the next one is fullerene, C60. These are also known as a Buckminster fullerenes. So the same carbon having different physical forms: crystalline form, amorphous form, and the complex structure type form, fullerenes. So in this manner different physical forms having same chemical characteristics of an element is known as a allotropy. So carbon allotropes are very important. Already you have idea on the allotropic forms of a carbon. So you are very familiar with the diamond and graphite. In allotropic forms of carbon, the crystalline form of carbon allotropes are, first one is example is diamond. Diamond is the example of a crystalline allotrope of a carbon. Students, in our high school studies, we are very well known, we are very familiar with the diamond. Diamond is a very hard substance. In diamond, this is the carbon atom. This is the carbon atom. In diamond, each carbon atom is bonded with other four carbon atoms. See, this carbon is attached to this carbon and it is bonded with this carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this manner, each carbon is bonded with other three carbon atoms. So, carbon in diamond forms a four single covalent bonds, and it has a, and the hybridization of carbon. The hybridization of carbon in diamond is sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. And the whenever the sp3 hybridization, the geometry is tetrahedral geometry. Tetrahedral geometry. Already in chemical bonding topic, we are discussing about sp3 hybridization and geometries of the molecules. So in a diamond case, in a diamond allotropic form, carbon has the hybridization sp3 and its geometry is tetrahedral geometry, and the carbon carbon bond energy is very high. So it is very difficult to break the bond between two carbon atoms in a diamond. That's why it is very hard substance, and the hybridization is sp3 and its tetrahedral geometry, automatically the bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. So in diamond allotropic form, carbon carbon bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes, and the value of the diamond is always measured in carats. Students, carat means not eating carrot, its value is measured in carats. It is a measure to know the, to found the value or capacity of the diamond. So students, India's prestigious diamond, Kohinoor diamond. Kohinoor diamond value is 186 carats. 186 carats. Similarly, diamond is a very hard substance. It is insoluble in any solvents. You can take a strong acid or strong base, concentrated or dilute or any type of polar solvent, non-polar solvent, organic solvent, any type of solvent you can take. Generally, diamond is insoluble. Diamond is insoluble in any solvent. Similarly, it is very transparent to X-rays. It is very transparent to X-rays. Very hard substance. High refractive index. Due to this high refractive index, diamond can use it in a ornaments. And it is a very costly material. And at higher temperature also it is highly stable. At temperature at 1800 degrees centigrade to 2000 degrees centigrade, if you heat diamond at this temperature 1800 degrees centigrade to 2000 degrees centigrade, diamond is converted into another crystalline form of carbon, graphite. It is converted into graphite form. Next crystalline form of carbon is graphite. Students, graphite is the next crystalline form allotrope of a carbon. Interestingly, in graphite, the hybridization of carbon is sp2. Students, in graphite, each carbon is attached with three other carbon atoms. It forms three covalent bonds with three carbon atoms. Three covalent bonds with three carbon atoms. Whereas in diamond, each carbon can form four single covalent bonds with four other carbon atoms. But in graphite, each carbon is attached to other three carbon atoms. The hybridization of carbon in graphite is sp2, whereas in diamond it is sp3. In graphite it is sp2. Due to presence of an unpaired electron in p orbital, it form a pi bond with the other carbon atom of the another graphite layer. Students, graphite can form a 2D type of structure, two-dimensional structure. Between these layers, there is a pi bond is formed due to unpaired electron present in the p orbital of a carbon. Due to this reason, graphite is in soft nature and slippery nature, but whereas carbon is very hard substance, but graphite is a soft nature due to this pi bond interaction between the layers of the graphite. That's why graphite is used as a lubricant. It is used as a lubricant because of the presence of unpaired electron in p orbital of carbon. It acts as a electrode and it is a good for electric passage current. It is a good conductor for electricity, so it is used as a electrode in electric furnace. It is used as a electrode. Similarly, in electrotyping and electroprinting also graphite is used. The cc bond length in graphite is 1.42 angstroms. 1.42 angstroms. So this is the another crystalline form of the carbon. One is diamond, another one is graphite. In a diamond, hybridization is sp3, whereas in graphite it is sp2. Here, there each carbon can form 4 covalent bonds. Here each carbon can form only 3 covalent bonds. So it is in two-dimensional form. There is a pi bond type. There is a pi bond between the graphite layers. That's why it is soft nature and slippery nature. It is used as a lubricant, and also graphite is used in pencil lids. Pencil lids also, this graphite is used for the preparation of pencil lids. So this is about the graphite. It is an allotrope of carbon. Preparation of graphite. Students, we can prepare this graphite by Aitchison's method. Aitchison's method. In Aitchison's method, carbon is heated with silica dioxide, SiO2. SiO2. Carbon is heated with silicon dioxide. It forms a silica carbide plus carbon monoxide gas is coming out of the reaction. So, if you heat the carbon and silicon dioxide, silica, SiO2, or sand, students, SiO2, another name is sand, silica dioxide. So both carbon and silicon dioxide heated at around 3450 degrees centigrade, it is converted into silica carbide and carbon monoxide. Later, this silica carbide is dissociated into silicon and a graphite. So in this manner, students, we can prepare the graphite. This graphite is heated at 1600 degrees centigrade at the pressure 50,000 to 60,000 atmosphere. We can prepare a diamond, another crystalline form of the carbon. So see students, diamond is heated at 1800 to 2000 degrees centigrade. It is converted into graphite. If graphite is heated at 1600 degrees centigrade at the pressure 50,000 to 60,000 atmospheric pressure condition, this graphite is converted into diamond. So these are the preparation of graphite. Next allotropic form of carbon is fullerenes. Students, these fullerenes are prepared from graphite. These are prepared from graphite. Graphite is heated in an electric arc. In electric arc, it forms a fullerenes. Students, these fullerenes are formed by the n number of carbon molecules condensed to form a fullerenes. For example, C60 carbon molecules are condensed to form a fullerenes. Students, in fullerenes, each carbon is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. Each carbon is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. This is 1, 2, and 3. In this manner, each carbon is attached to 3 other carbon atoms. So fullerenes are prepared from graphite by heating in presence of an electric arc. Similarly, C60 molecules condensed to form a soccer ball type of a structure. Soccer balls of a structure. This soccer ball structure, this is called as a Buckminster fullerene. Buckminster fullerenes. So C60 molecules condensed to form a soccer ball type of structure. It is looks like a soccer ball. It is called as a Buckminster fullerene. Generally, a small amount of C70 molecules and a trace amount of up to 350 carbon atoms condensed structures also exist with fullerene. So mainly existed in a form of a C60 molecules. Generally, in Buckminster fullerene, there are 26 membered rings. 26 membered rings. So in this manner, 6 membered rings. This is a 6 membered ring. 26 membered rings and 12 5 membered rings are exist in Buckminster fullerene. Students, each 6 membered ring is fused with a another 6 or a 5 membered ring. But a 5 membered ring always fused with a 6 membered ring. So in this manner, the Buckminster fullerene structure is exist. The hybridization of carbon in Buckminster fullerene is sp2. Students, the hybridization of carbon is sp2. Here the carbon can form 3 covalent bonds with other carbon atoms. The unhybridized p orbital having an unpaired electron. These unpaired electrons are delocalized in the structure of the fullerene molecules. Students, spherical type of fullerenes also exist. These spherical type of fullerenes are known as a buckyballs. Buckyballs. This is the buckyballs, a spherical form of a fullerenes. Students, amorphous form of carbon. Amorphous form of carbon. In amorphous form, we know these are the examples of a allotropes of carbon in amorphous form. Coal, charcoal, lamp black or carbon black. These are the amorphous forms of carbon. So first one is coal. Students, coal we know very well. It is obtained naturally in a coal mines. Generally, in nature, large amount of bituminous coal is available. Bituminous coal. This bituminous coal on burning, it produces lot amount of or more amount of heat along with a more amount of smoke is also evolved. When you burning the bituminous coals, large amount of smoke is evolved. The pure form of coal is anthracite. Anthracite is the pure form of coal. This anthracite coal on burning, it does not form a not non-smoky flame. Non-smoke is obtained. So non-smoky flame is obtained. So burning with high energy, but no smoke is observed when you burning the anthracite coal. This is the pure form of coal. This coal is used in the preparation of fuel, that is coal gas. It is used in the preparation of coal gas, coal tar, coke, synthetic petrol. Mainly coal is used as a fuel. Students, in thermal power plants, coal is as a fuel. From thermal power plants, after burning the coal, the generated heat energy based on the thermodynamics principle, energy neither created nor destroyed, but one form into another form we can convert. So based on this principle, coal is burning in thermal power plants. After burning, a large amount of heat is evolved. The evolved or released heat energy is converted into electrical energy, and which is supplied to industries, homes and domestic uses for various purpose of electrical uses. So these are the about the coal, amorphous allotrope of a carbon, coal. Next one is charcoal. Charcoal. Students, generally this charcoal is obtained by the burning the wood. By burning the wood, we are getting a charcoal. Students, different types of charcoals are exist. Wood charcoal, sugar charcoal, coconut charcoal. So these are the different types of charcoal. Generally, these charcoals are used in the freshening of air, freshening of the air. So these are used in the air conditioning. Air conditioner, there is an order to Bad smell is controlled by with the help of these charcoals which are used in the air conditioner, and also purifying the sugar syrup. So the color impurities present in the sugar syrup can also be removed with the help of charcoal. And the wood charcoal is used as a adsorbent. Next amorphous form of carbon is lamp black or a carbon black. Students, this lamp black or carbon black is obtained by the burning the kerosene or petrol or turpentine oil or acetylene in the limited supply of air, in the low amount of air, less amount of air presence. If you burning the kerosene or petrol or acetylene or a turpentine oil, we are getting a lamp black or carbon black. So during this process, a large amount of sooty smoke is observed. The observed released. This is passed through a chambers which are attached with the wet blankets. Wet blankets. So during this phenomena means the burning of kerosene, petrol, turpentine oil, acetylene produces a sooty smoke. This is passed through the chambers which contains a wet blanket. So on the wet blankets, the soot is deposited. The deposited soot is called as a lamp black or carbon black. So this lamp black and carbon black is used in the preparation of black paints. Used in the preparation of black paints, boot polishes, ribbons of a typewriter. Typewriter ribbons are present, na? It looks like a black color. So ribbons of a typewriters, printing inks. So in this manner, various applications is there with the help of lamp black or carbon black. So these are the amorphous allotropes of a carbon: coal, charcoal, lamp black or carbon black. So these are the applications and information about the amorphous forms of a carbon. Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you. Thank you very much.